Okay, so some of you all had questions on the sex-linked worksheet. Um, so, you know, you can always review your notes from the genetic notes, but just a little tutorial on how to do this worksheet. Um, when we talk about sex-linked traits, we use X and Y to denote that these are carried on the X or Y chromosome. There are Y linked genes. Normally, you won't see any problems at the high school level talking about the Y linked. So if it says sex linked, just go ahead and put it on the X chromosome. So hemophilia is a sex-linked genetic disease, and this should say that it's a sex-linked recessive genetic disease. If a male or with hemophilia and a homozygous normal female have a female child, what is the probability that the child will be a carrier of hemophilia? So we use X and Y to denote this. We know that for females we have XX, and for males we have XY. When it's a recessive disorder, of course we use a capital letter to denote the dominant trait, and we use a lowercase letter to denote the recessive disease. And this time we're talking about hemophilia, so we'll use big H to represent normal. Whoops. So like I said before, we'll use big H to represent normal. And we'll use little h to represent hemophilia. Okay, so it says a male with hemophilia. Okay, so we talked about males having XY and females having XX in the notes. So it's going to be a male. He's going to have hemophilia, so he's going to be X, little h, Y, because he has hemophilia. So he has to carry that hemophilia trait on his X chromosome. Now the female is homozygous normal. So she is XX because she's a female, and since she's normal and she's homozygous normal, she's going to carry two big H's on those X. So now we're going to draw our Punnett square since we've figured out what the parents are. And we're going to have, I don't like that, so I'm going to draw it down here again. So we've got big H. We have X little h, X big H, X little h, X big H, Y, X big H, Y. Okay, so it says what is the probability that the child will be a carrier of hemophilia? Okay, so our females are the only ones that can be carriers in sex-linked traits because they would carry the gene but not express it. And you can see right here we have 2 females carrying the hemophilia trait, but they're not expressing it, so they're carriers, and that would be 50%. We have 2 normal males down here. If we scroll on down, then we can see that it's saying it has another little thing for us 2, 3 through 6. It says eye color is sex-linked trait, red is dominant to white. So again, these are X's. And it's asking a question, what are the sexes and eye colors of the flies with the following genotypes? And it says XR, X, or X big R, X little r. So we have XX, that's going to be female. It has a dominant trait, so the dominant's going to dominate over the recessive trait, and we're only going to see the dominant trait, and the dominant trait is red. So it's going to be a female with red. Now here we have XY. We only have this one trait, so that's the only one that we're going to see, and that's going to be male with red. For this reason, males are the ones that express sex-linked traits more so than females do because of this. Because they are the only ones, or because they only carry one of the genes. Okay, so whatever they have, they're going to express, and that's going to be male with red eyes. Okay, we scroll on down, and it's wanting you to, oh, this should say phenotypes. What are the, or I'm sorry, no, it says genotypes of these. So that is right. It says white-eyed male. Okay, so again, males are XY. White was the recessive trait, so it's going to be a little r. Okay. I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any other questions.